Ever felt lost on a website? You're just trying to do something simple, but now you are feeling completely stuck and can't figure out what you are supposed to click or even where you are supposed to go from here. This whole thing is so incredibly frustrating, and it eventually makes you feel like maybe you are the one who is actually the problem in all of this. We often blame ourselves when things go wrong, but what if you stop to consider that? Maybe you're not the one at fault. What if the real problem is the design? Our biggest challenge is to design experiences that feel completely effortless. How do we build things so intuitive they become second nature for everyone? This makes them incredibly accessible and so intuitive to operate that literally anyone can use them with confidence from the very first moment. The classic book, Don't Make Me Think, is where you'll find all the fundamental answers for creating designs that just work intuitively for everyone. Now we will delve into the central principle behind this concept, a guiding idea focused on making everything feel intuitive and completely self-evident. Let's explore why making your message clear is the #1 rule and how you can use that knowledge to create truly exceptional and effective designs. The goal is for everything to feel so natural and intuitive that you never second-guess a move or stop to think about what to do next. Idea 1. Make interfaces self-evident. The most important rule is to never make users think, as your interface should be obvious and self-explanatory right from the very first glance. An average person should succeed without stopping to interpret. This clarity removes hesitation and builds confidence for the user. Always replace vague links like "learn more" with truly descriptive labels to set clear expectations and ensure a much smoother user journey. Interactive elements must look interactive. Use conventional designs, like buttons that look pressable, to guide the user's actions effortlessly. Eliminate every question mark in the user's head. Is this clickable? Where am I? And what happens next? Should all have immediate answers. A quick hallway test is incredibly useful because a person's pause or frown shows you precisely where your design is making them think too hard. Use the simple, familiar language your users understand. It's always more effective than internal jargon or confusing corporate speak. When clarity conflicts with a purely aesthetic choice, clarity must always win, and you can find a beautiful way to present the clearest option. The final test for any interface is simple. If you have to explain how to use it, then it's not done. The goal is making it effortlessly intuitive. Idea 2. People scan, satisfice, and muddle through. Users don't really read websites. They scan the page for a promising cue or something that catches their eye and then improvise their next move. Instead of optimizing for the absolute best choice, they satisfice by selecting the first acceptable option they find and then simply moving on. Design for how users actually read by placing important keywords where their eyes will naturally land first, such as in headings and at the start of sentences. Front-load your labels with highly distinctive words so users can grasp the core meaning by scanning just the first couple of words. A clear visual hierarchy is essential, so users can scan a page in seconds, revealing its purpose, available choices, and their next steps. If you must present multiple options, make one the clear best choice for most users. This guides them and simplifies their decision-making process. Simplify the user's journey by avoiding confusing elements. Don't force them to decipher cute icons or learn unfamiliar interaction patterns. Let first-time users try your design, as their confusion is the clearest indicator of where your information sent is weakest. Idea 3. Design for scanning, not reading. Since users scan at highway speed, your web page is a billboard they pass in a flash. They won't read it all, so make your message incredibly clear. Use a clear visual hierarchy to guide the user's eye by making your most important elements the most prominent and visually distinct. Organizing your page into clear sections makes it easy for users to find exactly what they're looking for without getting confused or lost. To prevent confusion, make every clickable element obvious. Links must consistently look like links, and buttons must always look like buttons. Reduce visual noise by avoiding needless decorations and low-contrast text. These elements only compete with your content and distract from your message. Make your text easy to skim with scannable headings, short paragraphs, bullet points, and highlighted key terms for much better overall readability. Make the most important action visually dominant and demote secondary options, so the primary choice is always the most obvious and simple one to make. Mobile users scan fast, so prioritize your most important actions. Keep the top 1 or 2 tasks clearly visible above the fold for instant access. With the arm's length test, your design long paragraphs are intimidating and rarely read online. Convert them into scannable lists with bullet points and much shorter, clearer sentences. Always use strong verbs and concrete nouns, and avoid vague instructions like "click here" because they don't tell the user what will happen next. Use the 5-second test after editing. A new user must quickly understand the page's purpose and know the next step, or you need to simplify it more. The payoff is a huge reduction in noise and shorter pages. This makes useful content more prominent and decisions faster and easier for the user. Idea 6. Navigation. As street signs pass the trunk test, good navigation is like city signage, so users always know where they are, what their options are, and how to easily find their way back home. The trunk test is a quick audit, asking if a user dropped onto a random page would immediately know where they are and what they are meant to do. A persistent site logo should always be visible, offering a reliable anchor and a clear, consistent path for users to return to the home page anytime. Each page needs a clear name, and users must see the major site sections to understand the full scope of everything that's available. Show users their location with a "You are here" indicator, like a highlighted tab or bold text, to provide them with instant and clear orientation. Breadcrumbs show your location in the site's structure, giving you a simple one-click path to return to any previous higher-level section. Always match nav labels to the words users just clicked. Different wording feels like a bait and switch, which confuses and quickly erodes trust. You can reduce distraction and keep users focused on tasks like checkout by minimizing the global navigation throughout the entire flow. Use the trunk test to fix any unclear cues on your pages so a first-time user can instantly understand where they are and how to navigate your site. Idea 8. Use conventions. Clarity trumps consistency. Use established web conventions, like a top-left logo. Familiar patterns lower cognitive load for users, making navigation effortless and intuitive. A logo in the top-left corner should always link to the home page. This is a deeply ingrained user expectation you should absolutely leverage. Standard icons for search profiles and carts are universally understood. so avoid using unique symbols that will only confuse and frustrate users. Designers often want to reinvent the wheel for a unique feel, but a new creation has to be intuitive or provide a clear and obvious benefit. If your clever new design isn't instantly understood, it fails. Sticking with the established convention is almost always the smarter choice. Sometimes you must break consistency for the sake of clarity. Not all buttons should look the same if their functions are critically different. A destructive action, like deleting data, needs a unique style. A bright, alarming red button creates a pause and helps to prevent user errors. When a style rule conflicts with user understanding, always side with understanding. A clear interface is always better than a merely consistent one. Idea 9. End debates by watching users. Arguing over design is often a waste of time because there are few truly right answers, and everyone's personal intuitions are simply different. The antidote is simple, lightweight usability testing, where your entire team can watch and learn. Let real users show you what actually works for them. Get fast and valuable feedback throughout your project by recruiting representative users instead of waiting for the perfect one. Have participants perform realistic tasks with your product and ask them to think out loud to understand their genuine thought process. Your team's most important job is to watch and listen carefully. You are there to be a silent observer of the user, not to guide or correct their actions. When you see a real adult struggle with your design, it aligns opinions faster than any meeting could because the evidence is absolutely undeniable. Make sure to bring your key stakeholders in to observe real user struggles. This builds a powerful shared empathy and a unified sense of purpose. Instead of debating theories, use test findings to resolve disagreements and make "let's test it" the automatic first response for your whole team. Quick, imperfect tests reveal hugely impactful fixes, and the only real failure in usability is simply deciding not to test anything at all. Idea 10. Be a mensch, build goodwill, and include everyone. Usability is like common courtesy. Every user arrives with a limited reservoir of goodwill that your design can either build up or drain away. Bad design drains this goodwill fast. Hidden fees, confusing forms, and punishing error messages frustrate users and make them want to leave. Being transparent, saving users steps, and making recovery easy is the simple courtesy of good design that builds lasting trust and loyalty. Treat your users' time as precious. For example, by accepting flexible input formats so they don't have to guess how to type a date or number. When errors happen, see them as your design problem, not their mistake. Apologize sincerely and provide clear instructions to help them recover. Make help easy for users to find with visible contact info and FAQs, because answering questions preemptively shows you genuinely care. Building accessibility into your design with simple acts, like adding alt text, ensures your product is understood and usable by everyone. Sufficient color contrast and full keyboard support aren't just checkboxes. They are fundamental courtesies that open your site up to all users. Being a mensch online improves outcomes for everyone, helping you expand your reach, build a loyal following, and reduce your overall support burden.